Well, I'm headed down to help Bree. It's already so humid outside. Told her I'd be there about, well, she called me right at 10. And I said I had held off on feeding Molly. Molly I've lowered her milk intake because she's eating feed good. I don't think she's eating a full 3 pounds a day of feed yet, or of grass. So, I can't completely take her off weaner from milk until she's eating feed good, and that would, you know, and grass, and that would be her meals. So I'm giving her 1 bottle in the morning now, and I'm still giving her 1.5 in the evenings. Whew, it's hot. But Bree called at 10. I said I put off feeding Molly right now because I was doing things here in the house. I had to put a Tractor Supply order in so I could just go pick it up because I know I'm going to be filthy and dirty later. Making tea, making sure Levi ate some breakfast so he could take his morning vitamins. Anyway, I'll have to show y'all when I get back what she's done in the yard. So now I had to makeshift something out there. So Bree said she was still fixing to make pancakes for her kids for breakfast, and then she had to do some feed ups too. So I said, okay, how about 10:45? And she said, okay. And it's 11, and I'm just now in. Levi just filled up his little bottle for tea. I bought him a kid's Fitbit. It's not a real Fitbit. It's, I don't know what brand it is, but I told him, I set an alarm on it. So when the alarm goes off, when he feels it vibrating on his arm, he has to get up and walk. Because until I get that pool set up and, you know, just... Rohan, I think you have to go outside, baby. I don't want to leave you in the house. Nobody's in the house. Anyway, oh, right in my face. So, gotta make sure. I'm just drinking, not eating. For the ones that offended somehow, I guess, that I was eating. I didn't. And then my camera should have been further away from my face if I was going to be eating. I thought I'd covered... I thought it would be nice to have breakfast with me on the deck before I started my day. And because I didn't have the time to eat breakfast and then sit and have a conversation. I needed to be, you know, doing 2 things or 3 things at one time if I could have. Anyway, a couple of people didn't like it. So, you know, I always turned it off or fast forward if I'm so offensive to you. I don't know, can y'all see Levi out there on the golf cart? You can't see him. Anyway, he's waiting for me. All right, so I am, yeah, just drinking. I'm hot, not eating. And I'm headed down to help Bree finish wrapping her coop run. And then I don't know if she's going to want to work on cutting the door out of her actual coop yet or not. I don't know. But we're going to go down there and finish at least the run today. And then I will show y'all when I get home what Molly's been getting into. So, show y'all that in a little bit. It's a nice, oop, my finger's in the way, windy day. We got Carter. Can you see the camera? We're headed, I picked her up at Mom's. Now we're headed over So we got the net up all the way around the top, all the way down the sides. We got it pulled really tight, as tight as we could get it. We've got to come back and cut the zip ties. Some of them we cut almost all of them on the roof, but we still have some on the sides we have to cut. And then she's got her linoleum over here for the floor. And that's your hardware cloth for the windows?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Something to cut it.
Oh, I may have brought some, I don't know.
Had to sit on my pink blanket because there's stickers in my boot.
Yeah. She's got ant bites from the day before yesterday, helping Steph with a snake.
There'll be a video out on that one too.
I've got ant bites on the back of my leg from sitting on the ground loving on Molly. Ants are just, and there wasn't even a bed. There was no bed. I don't know if you stepped in a bed. There was no bed where I was. It was just.
Killing a snake to notice a bed.
Anyway, the whole top is done and that whole side is done, and we've worked our way this far on this side. The only thing we have to do, and I'm suggesting that we just tie this down up there, not cut it, but she may want to decide to cut it off.
We're not going to be doing any of that right now until everything's done, and if I want to cut it, we'll just cut it later.
Yeah, okay. All right, so this is what we got that going. We've been working on this for 3 days, off and on.
Forever.
Yesterday was a rough day. She had both babies out here.
It was hot as all get out.
Yes, the sun was beating down on us. Levi was on the golf cart. He was wanting to go. Carter wanted to go. Honey.
While you're videoing, to go grab a water.
Yeah. Honey and Jensen ate Cash's French fries.
Well, 2 whole medium French fries your dog's taking.
It was a rough day yesterday. All right, we're gonna finish this up. We're gonna come down, finish this side over here, then cut it and be done with the 2 lengths. And that end is done. Now, when we cut the hole down there, wherever she decides to come through into the run, we will snip a hole in the netting to go around whatever she uses to make her run, whether it's, you know, I think like a 1x12, but I don't know if you can get treated, but I know you can get treated plywood. So she might could get some of that, instead of buying 1 full sheet of plywood, like treated plywood for outside, she could, you know, at Home Depot, they have what they call the hobby boards, and it's already plywood in different thicknesses, and it's usually already cut in 2x4, 2 foot by 4 foot. So she could get just like 2 of those and then bring them home, and we cut them down to being a treated box that will slide into the hole we cut on the wall and then come out this way, be long enough to come this way into the coop, and snip the wire where it fits really tight and snug around the box, and staple it down or put trim boards around it to hold it down. And then that would give them a little tunnel to come out of that house and out into here. Something like that. Anyway, but when we get this end done, then we'll snip it and cut it, because it's harder to wrap these sides with this piping stuff and stuff to get it tight. And then we've got to work it around this gate. So we will cut the sides just like we did that when we cut it. And then we went down there and started coming this way with it. When we get here, we'll cut it, and then we'll just work on this end. That end has already been done. All right, waiting for them to get back. Levi went to get tea from G in his cup, and Bree went to get a water. I have tea in my cup over here, my little chicken cup. All right, see y'all in a little bit. Bree's cutting off the excess at the top. We're completely done with the run as far as wire goes, netting. And we've pulled the tarps out. We're going to, this end down here, go over and down with the tarp, and then this side and that far side. So when they're in the run, they have a cove down there, like a little 3-sided room to go into if it rains or something.
Just until the coop is done.
Until the coop is done. Well, even then you can leave it like that, for they'll have full shade or windbreak during, if they don't want to go in the coop. But anyway.
I didn't want no one to think they were living out here.
No. Then we're going to, I haven't measured that, but that little silver thing on the bottom looks to be about 6 inches off the ground. Maybe a little bit more, because I can see a block under there, so it might be 7 inches. And then inside, you know, running down the floor all the way around, you have your bottom plate. So where your walls are screwed to that 2x4 runner on the bottom. So that's about, but just from the silver to the bottom plate inside, I think will be 7 inches or 7.5 inches. So we will build maybe out of, I think 1x12s will be the best. I mean, that's the biggest single board you can buy. So we'll get.
You can buy a sheet of plywood.
No, we don't need a sheet of plywood. And what would be the point? Anyway, we'll get we'll get a couple of 1x12s. They'll be easy to work with. Cut them to length. And Jake, how many inches you think is between that building and that frame? Jacob! About 4.
She said about 4.
Hey, that's genius. Thank you, Kim.
You think it's a foot?
I don't know.
You think, are you embarrassed, Jake, right now? Then why did you do that? You did it to yourself. Anyway. Anyway.
I had about 8 more inches to spare out there. So yeah, probably about a foot.
Dear me. You could use the rest of it for a roost inside.
Jesus!
Don't scream Jesus.
Oh, God.
Only if you
You
need him.
talk about what you're talking about?
Oh, well, still you don't scream Jesus unless you need him.
I do need him.
Oh, you're praising
I
him.
do need him.
Just
Right now.
keep working. Anyway, we will cut a square hole in the bottom, and we will screw it down to the floor on the inside, and it'll give them like a little covered bridge to come into here. But we're not going to do that in the neck for right now. It'll be a couple of days or tomorrow. But this way, if we cover it with the tarps right now, the 2 side walls and the top, they'll have a little cove to go into for 2 days. All right, I'm gonna get off this phone. He keeps looking at me. Is that those little, what are those called? Spreadable? No, not spreadables. Yeah, they're,
Uncrustable.
they are made by Smuckers though. Yeah, Uncrustables. Yeah. All right.
Because they have no crust.
I know. And I love how they're shaped and they got those little ridges around the edge. All right, I'll see y'all later. All right, we got the tarps completely over the sides. It'll give them like a, well, we didn't do the back side, but it's completely over the top and the 2 sides. She's gonna go get her chickens in a little while. And then we managed to get the linoleum down in here that she got. We went up the sides so it'll be easy for her to spray. On this back wall, we're gonna put cup hooks in here, and then we're gonna get a tarp and it's gonna hang down this back wall and onto the floor a little ways. And then this is where we're gonna put her roost. I will build her roost boards are here. We'll screw one to this stud and one to this stud. And then we'll come down at an angle with them and then put the cross braces on them. And whatever they poop, it'll hit the floor. And if any of them are turned the other way, it's gonna hit the tarp. And it'll be easy. She can unhook the tarp and take it out to wash it. Or she can just spray completely out. But she says she's going to come with and do like a little pony wall, like put some little 2x4s in here at each one of these cavities. So nothing goes down in there, none of the chicks go down in there, nothing falls down in there. And when she gets the pony on this end where it didn't quite go all the way, she'll put the pony wall, I say pony wall, but I just mean like I also would call it a bird block, like what you do at the top. But anyway, she's gonna put that in there, and then she's gonna put one going down right here, back there, so that can staple up good. And she'll do the same thing on that side. That side we wrapped up the wall, and it looks really good. And everything goes out, and it comes and it wraps down around this. And I told her she can always put a 1x4 treated down here at the bottom to hold that down. But right now, I don't even think a 1x4 may keep it from closing, Bree. You may just have to leave it like it is. It closes good. Because the way the door is made, y'all see this? The way the door is made, it's got this lip. And this is closing inside the building. So when it closes, it's just holding the stuff down.
I could probably get one to go like way down here at the
Yeah,
bottom.
at low. Yeah, down low.
And just get some metal
Anyway, it's really good. And I told her we could put a window back here on this back wall, put a window. And then in the evenings, as the sun's going down, she'll have light inside here. Now she's gonna put a little solar light in here, put a solar panel up on top. You can get them on Amazon. They're one single light, like just hangs. I think it even has a hook, but then it's got a long cord so you can take it out the side and you mount it somewhere, the solar panel. But I told her she'll have light in here all the way until the sun goes behind them trees, if there's at least one window on this back side. And then really the only other window, she doesn't have room for a window up here. I mean, she could have one, but I don't see the point of having one on this side where this part is. So maybe one on the back side facing out into Lester's pasture. But anyway, we're done for the day. She's fixing to go get her kids from Mom. I think Mom, was she ready to lay the other ones down? Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know. That's a good piece. You might need that for something later on. Yeah, but you might need it for something. What if something gets torn or something out here? You're going to need it. Keep it. Don't let it get messed up. You need to take some of that green wire and just tie around it. Do you have any left somewhere?
In my trash box.
Wait, here's some. Here. This is from the other day when here. Oh, well, there's pieces.
Oh, I didn't see those. You know I'm supposed to wear glasses.
Well, I didn't see them till just now.
Should be good enough.
Yeah. I do not know why you're trying to wrap that wire in a knot. Dear me, Moses. Okay, I'm out of here. I can't watch that.
Can't watch that.
All right, I got my knife. You've got the scissors, but you can have those because you didn't use them to the point they're probably dull.
I used my dad's tin snips today.
We did use them scissors.
I bought them tin snips out of the garage.
Oh. Well, I don't even know where them scissors are.
Probably somewhere in there.
It's okay. I'm gone.
Right.
Love you. Bye. I don't know how much y'all can see. Molly is right there. She was laying down and I hollered over Molly and I could see her watering. I could see her head literally moving as my golf cart drove coming down the driveway. And so then I just slowed down and hollered Molly and she stood up. So I guess I'm gonna go over there and love on her because I don't want her to think I didn't acknowledge her. Also, I'll show y'all what she did and what I had to do. Just when you get things looking good, you have to go change some stuff around. I don't know who this car is right here, sitting here in their driveway. Oh, they're backing out. Well, I think I got their license plate. No, now they're turning to go up Mom and Dad's driveway. Oh, that's Bennett. I will show y'all what she did. Oh, what I was gonna say is just when you get things looking nice, something happens that you think, well, now I gotta do, but it don't look bad. It's what I had to do. And I got this wire right here. It's what Bree cut off the top section of that tall wire because I was gonna order some wire to keep I need to keep her as much. I need her to start getting used to being in that lane. I love her in the yard, I do. I didn't like her on the deck, but she's starting to do things in the yard too because she's so dadgum big and lanky and legs go on forever, so it makes her so tall. Hold on, my finger's in the way. I had to get them chips when I brought Levi home. And I sat there and ate a few, and then I told Bree when she came out, she went to get the tin snips or the wire cut, something. I said, here, I brought these down. So let's eat them. She was shaking because she had an energy drink. Basically, it was her breakfast and had not had any food. And I was so, like, sick of seeing her little fingers shake as she was working. So I thought, this is the way I'll eat and make her eat. That's all I could think to do. She did eat. She sat with me on the golf cart for a few minutes and ate. It made me feel better that I made her eat. Because twice she went in the house to get more water and stuff, and I'd say, why didn't you eat something while you're in the house? Don't your kids have little Debbie cakes or something? Anyway, she goes, it's just because I had an energy drink with no breakfast. And she goes, I don't usually eat a breakfast anyway, just like I eat like about 3 o'clock. I'm just like, you know, I remember being young and going. I still do it sometimes. Get going out here to the point that my stomach's hungry, and you know, it's almost like that growl or that feeling of your stomach. Your stomach is hungry and you know it. But I keep on doing stuff because I'm busy doing it. After a while, that feeling goes away and you've just been keeping on going. Oh, there's that. I seen you laying down and Mama made you get up. I didn't want you to have to get up. I didn't want you to have to get up. Okay, so let me show you what she's done. I honestly have never had anything eat a vegetable down, so I don't know if it will grow more, because like I've never had it happen. I don't know if more leaves will grow. Oh, I heard you coming. I heard you coming. I don't know if more. Look at that peacock up there. Look at him. She's right. Oh. Sorry, she did that. She nudged me. What's the problem? What's the problem? You need spray? You want me to get the piranha spray for you? Oh, I love her. I love me some Molly, girl. Look at her rubber. Lay her head against me. Oh, okay. I've got a curbside pickup at. I have a curbside pickup at Tractor Supply, and I got her a salt block. Look what she did. She ate on this one, that one, and that one. She actually ate on this one too, and a little bit on this one, but there's still so much of it left. I honestly, this one will probably be fine, and this one will be fine. I don't know what's going to happen with that one. So I had to wrap this little 2-foot tall wire. It's a little bit of, I had just enough to get to right here. Then I had to go find a piece of wire that we had cut from something and put it here to keep her from out. So I don't do about her. What to do about you, Ladybug? What to do about you, my love? My beautiful girl with your curls, with your curly wavy. Look at that. I never thought about these because the planters are so high up off the ground. I never thought with these legs. They may have, what, ZZ Top? Did they make a song about your legs? Anyway, okay. So my plants are looking good. They've only been in the ground, what, not quite 2 weeks. So I'm happy about that. Oh, what else I did this morning? I hope this video doesn't end up being too long. I'm gonna have to hurry. But I took I'm fixing to take the plastic down over there. I'll just say it from here. I won't go in there. I know some of y'all get bored. I just rattle on too much. Jamie came and got her chickens the other day. And there's one laying here. That chicken is just sunning. Oh yes, I see her head moving. She come and got hers. Lester did a video. I think it was a ridiculous video, but he, you know, Lester likes to be silly. But now that her chickens are gone, well, I think there were 6 of her still here. She took all but 6. I took my young ones from the top and put them down with the 6 bigger ones that were left. So now all the chickens are at the bottom. And look at my little ones already roosting. They're roosting. See, there's some big ones, but look at them 2 little ones right there roosting in the corner over there on that 2x4. But I'm going to take the plastic down so that can start looking a little bit more cleaned up. And at some point, I will get it all painted, the barn red. And then that wire, let me go ahead and talk about this real quick. That wire that I brought back from Breeze. The chicken water stays fairly clean now without the ducks in it. The ducks have been in this water, so it's nasty. And now that Buddy and Steph have this all changed out to cattle panels, there's no way to keep the ducks. I mean, if they're in here, they can go right into there, and that's fine. Steph said that was fine with her because she heard that the ducks will eat the bugs and blah, 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 but not mess with the vegetables. So I don't know how that's going to work. But if they're going to go in there, they're going to go the long way around because they're going to take the long way around. I think that's a song too. I've got the net up here, and I said how silly that was. I did it because that wasn't even part of the chicken yard anymore. But now that I want Molly to be in here, I need her to have clean water. If I ever shut her off from the yard, she has no water except for that. And it can't have duck poop in it. So that wire that I brought from Breeze that she cut off, I'm going to go down the rest. In fact, I've got some of this may go across. I have some left over on this. I may go across right here with this until it finishes out. And hi, babies. But I'm gonna go across this gate at the bottom with that wire. Then I'm gonna go down this wall, this here with the wire, as far down as it goes until it ends, because I just brought the piece, you know, that she was, whatever it was, I don't know how many foot it was, but it'll work. It'll go down that way. Then I'm going to make sure the ducks are in here. Therefore, they're going to have to do a lot of maneuvering to figure out how to get back in here. And if they do, because at this moment I haven't had to purchase anything to do this, to keep them in there. But if it works where it's not, see, the cattle panels holes are bigger than the goat wire hose. This is goat wire right here. I know that old big white duck can't get through it. That white pekin. And I don't think the two black ones can. But the yellow ones are a little bit built smaller. They may be able to go through it. I don't know. If they go into that, if they manage to go down the fence line that's got the new net fence, and they find the end of it and go into that pasture where that goat is, then they come back and they come through the fence into this pasture and then make their way back in here, through here, then I'm gonna have to worry about this. And this is 100 foot. It's like 96 feet or something. If that happens, then I will get a 100-foot roll or 2 50-foot rolls and roll it out against this fence line all the way to down there. And it doesn't have to be but a foot off the ground or 2 foot, whatever. And that will keep the ducks from this yard and stay away from Molly's water. Because that's what I need to have done. And they can figure their little butts out how to get out there to that pond. And I never did put them in the little duck house that I built, because I put the 3 little ducks that were in with the baby chicks. I put them in that little duck house. That's who's in there. And they still haven't really feathered out yet. They're still like just big little, they're big, puffy fluff balls. There's a lot of feathers on them yet because they're still fairly young. So, but they're peaking. So they're big. Even though they're big, they're fairly big. They're almost as big as this yellow duck. But they're still fluff. There are no feathers yet because they're still young. That's the plan with Breeze wire. Down and down that direction. Go as far down as it'll go. And hopefully they won't go that way, then go in there, then go in here, then come back in here. I'm hoping that's not what they do, but we'll have to see exactly what happens. And if they do, then the next step is to buy wire to go down here. And I was really hoping to stay, oh, ants. I was really hoping to stay away from, I've spent so much money lately on other stuff around the yard and the porch and the deck. I was hoping to stay away from having to buy anything right now. So I still hope Dadgum, these ants all over me. I stepped right in a bed, and these two are just smashing them with my other foot. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna get this video built and get it out to y'all. Me and Bree, and this little bit of stuff that Molly has done. That's itching. That means she bit me good enough to, it's gonna cause a mark. I hate ant bites on feet. I just told Bree that earlier. She said, look where the ants ate me up when I was helping Steph. And I said, I hate ant bites on feet. This looks so trashy. And I said, and she goes, well, thanks. I'm like, well, no, because I was saying that I must have sat in about where those ants are. But I sat last night out there in that little lane and was loving on Molly before, or right after she had her bottle. And ants bit the backs of my legs. I have about 3 bites on the back of my leg. Not on the top part of the back of my leg, like below my butt, but above my knee, back there. Anyway, see, I've had to bring these are things that she's doing in the yard. Like she did that back there with the plants. But she knocks these 2 chairs, which makes no sense to me, because remember when they were, maybe because they're bright and she's playing with them, but I had that a week out here sitting with the 2 gray chairs that came with it. I got off Marketplace. She never messed with them chairs. But I took those 2 gray chairs to the front porch, because I already had 2 chairs on the front porch. When I took the swing down off the front porch, I needed something to replace it. And I was going to order a smaller swing, a little 4-foot swing. And once again, like I said, I've spent so much money lately, I didn't want to spend any more money on a swing or fencing. I'm trying not to. I just got to get bills paid and regular stuff done. So I thought, well, I'm not going to buy a swing's $100, but 2 chairs is $35. So I went and bought these 2 orange chairs to match the other orange ones over there, and I sat them right here by this table. This is the perfect place to sit when you watch the kids in the pool, when the pool gets full. And I'm fixing to go have lunch first, and then I may come out and go ahead and, I have not gone in the pool and done the bottoms out, got the wrinkles out of the bottom yet, and I need to get that done so I can start filling it up slowly. But anyway, she started knocking these over, and one of them she stepped on when she did it, because look, what, can y'all see that? I don't know if it's mud or poop, whatever was on her foot when she stepped all over it afterwards. So she's just she's become at this moment right now like this bigger goat or gigantic puppy. She's so pretty coming down beside the garden. She is sniffing everything. It's like, I'm going to get in here if I can. Let me figure out how to get in here. Anyway, I'm going to go in. I love you guys. God bless y'all. And I will see y'all later.